Picture this, a suburb just outside of one of our biggest capital cities with nothing, no medical centre, no public transport and not a supermarket in sight. Welcome to Thornhill Park.
We have no public transport.
We have no medical centre.
We don't have one shop here. A high school would be great.
Thornhill Park. It's about a 40-minute drive from the centre of Melbourne, and it's a place where residents come only to have their dream lifestyles hit a wall.
We'd sort of just been at a standstill for a very long time.
Since 2015, the suburb in Melbourne's outer west was advertised by developers as accessible and convenient. But instead, families see it as a place with
no future.
I feel like I'm living in a developing country.
We're asking for what I believe are just basic human rights.
There's 6,500 residents who call this suburb home. Yet there's no high school, no supermarket, no pharmacy, no doctor's surgery, no restaurants, no gym, no police station. There's not even a milk bar. So, what is there?
There is nothing.
Nothing?
Priya and her husband Gagandeep moved into Thornhill Park 18 months ago.
This is our first house, first home. Not happy at all. Always begging to please sell this house so we can find a better place.
Their biggest gripe, this dirt road.
If they ever fix this road, we can actually save our 20 minutes to go back to the freeway from the back roads.
The young parents say if you can't drive a car, you're stranded in Thornhill Park because the trains don't stop and the buses don't come.
Can't even catch a bus because we don't have a bus. Can't catch a train because we don't have a train station.
Nathan Burns-Gramont bought here 7 years ago. He loves the community but loathes the lifestyle.
We're fighting as hard as we can as a community, but we just keep getting kicked back down to the ground.
According to these families, the place is almost unlivable.
I dropped my husband at Cobblebank train station. He got himself to work in Melbourne CBD before I had even made it home to Thornhill Park.
That's because there's no convenient way in and out of the suburb. An advertised overpass is yet to be built. Families are forced to drive backwards out of town just to go forwards, and it's a U-turn that can take up to half an hour. Even delivery drivers have given Thornhill Park a wide berth.
Menulog struggle to come here. Uber Eats, forget about it. Local pizza stores down in Melton won't come here because of the length it takes to do a U-turn.
Since its inception more than 7 years ago, the suburbs quickly become a paradise lost. All that was advertised, not yet delivered. The medical centre's apparently getting built. The kindergarten is opening soon. The proposed supermarket has recently been downgraded to a mini-mart, and land has been fenced off in the so-called Central Square ever since we visited last year. Since our report in June 2022, all these residents have got is a primary school and a childcare centre.
We've now been classified as a city of Melbourne also, but still being treated like a rural area.
I certainly feel for them.
Steve McGee is the MP for Melton.
There's nothing planned for a train station to come right now, and there's no funding for a train station right now.
As for an overpass,
yes, it will be years away. There were never commitments made, well, in particular the train station, never commitments made by the state government, and unfortunately developers don't build train stations and overpasses onto freeways.
one of the 6 developers involved in Thornhill Park is Welco, founded by former Essendon footballer Andrew Welsh.
It's performed really well for us, Thornhill Park, this year.
In a statement to A Current Affair, Welco said all the information it's provided has been accurate.
Welco has relied on the government's advice from the beginning of its Thornhill Park development, informing prospective purchasers of the government's plans and specifically noting that actual delivery of both the train station and freeway interchange is solely within the government's control.
Wellco say marketing materials included disclaimers that timeframes were indicative only and subject to change.
And if government don't get developers to set aside land for infrastructure, then there's no potential to build a train station.
Steve's advice to would-be buyers is to get concrete timeframes from developers.
I think developers promote their development in the best possible way they can with the most amount of selling points that they can. I think people buying in should just make sure that developers in their commitment have given timeframes and then follow up with the respective government levels.
For now, these residents will have to settle for the only trader in town. At least he comes to them.
I just want to get out of here.
And a shopping square is expected to be built by the end of the year. That still seems a long way off.